What's up, guys? I'm Rocket Grunt Mike, and I have for you a great league team that you can easily build right now, and I'll give you their game plan so that you can use them right out of the box. I'll show you using data why the team composition is strong, and then we'll review a set that I played so that you can see them in action. You'll see when the game plan works right and when it doesn't work out. At the end, I'll tell you about a Pokemon you can substitute in that would make this team even stronger. I just don't have that Pokemon yet, but maybe you do. If reviewing teams in this format sounds like fun and you want to see more, be sure to give this video a like so that I know what you think. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here's the team. Skarmory in the lead, Linoone as the safe switch, and Lanturn in the back. Now, here's the data that backs up this team. So here's a table that shows the resistance and vulnerability of this team. You can see here that I've prioritized move types. For example, I'm most worried about water type moves because of Azumarill, Swampert, and Whiscash. So it's at the top of my list. Number 2 is Steel because of moves from Registeel and Skarmory. Third, I'm worried about flying moves because of Skarmory and Altaria. For a full explanation about how I've prioritized these move types, be sure to check out my video specifically on that. So now, here's a table that shows the strength and weakness of this team's moves. Getting good move coverage is not as easy as resistance is, so you really have to prioritize. And you can see here that for the top Pokemon that I care about, the moves are pretty applicable. Electric moves are very useful because they're strong on Azumarill and Skarmory, and they do neutral damage to Altaria and Registeel. So it's very useful. For a full explanation about how I've prioritized move types, be sure to check out my video specifically on that. It's important to note here, the only Pokemon with a move that's strong against Steel types is Linoone. So if the opponent has a Steel type Pokemon, we need to line it up with our Linoone. So here's the game plan. Plan A is Skarmory wins the lead. And honestly, this is likely because it's resistant against so many move types, and it does pretty good damage. Air Slash and Sky Attack are a pretty deadly combination, and it benefits from Stab, so you're probably going to put your opponent in this position where they have to make a choice. Maybe it's give up switch advantage, or burn a shield or two, or maybe just play it out and lose their lead Pokemon. Whatever it is, you're going to get ahead somehow. And as long as you can manage that lead responsibly, then you should be able to just coast to a win. Now, if your opponent switches and you need to counterpick, or if you lose the lead, then we go to plan B, which is bring in Linoone. Now, if you're switching out of Skarmory, the reason could be because of an electric Pokemon, or a fire Pokemon, or a steel Pokemon. In any of these cases, a ground type move is the best option. It's strong on fire, it's strong on steel, and it's strong on electric, so it provides really good coverage. And what makes Linoone really sneaky is that people don't know its moves, so they won't see the ground move coming. For example, if your opponent leads with Registeel and you switch out of Skarmory into Linoone, they're not going to know what Linoone knows, so they don't know if they should switch out or not. This gives you a chance to get the sneak attack on them with the ground type move. If Linoone ends up fighting an electric type Pokemon, then it's very important that it wins that match, because Lanturn and Skarmory are both weak to electric, so the goal of plan B is Linoone wins this counter switch fight, or at least goes even if it means going down to no shields. If Linoone wins the counter switch fight, then you're probably ahead at this point, and as long as you manage that lead responsibly, you should be able to win at this point. If Linoone goes down, then we have to go to plan C, which is Lanturn comes in and finishes off this Pokemon and hopefully comes out with an energy lead. Lanturn's moves hit really hard, and it's pretty tanky, and if you're lucky, your opponent will have an Azumarill in the back, which is Lanturn's ideal matchup. So even if you lose the lead, and if Linoone loses the counter switch fight, and it comes down to Lanturn, there's still a chance that you could win. So now, let's see this team in action. Just FYI, I didn't have this plan fully baked going into this set. I actually formed this plan as a result of reviewing this set. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this is a great lead for us. Skarmory did his job here by winning the lead. We're going to be able to put on a lot of pressure here. Sky attack won't be very effective. And he decides to give up switch advantage. Fine. So I see electric and I automatically think time to bring in Linoone to use dig. But around this time I'm realizing dig actually won't be super effective on Galvantula. So I did not plan for that. So this is going to be a little difficult now. I'm trying to charge up. I still don't have a plan. Yeah, now I just have too much energy stored up. I have to shield. So I think at this point I decide I'll try to bait a shield out. It's really the only thing to do. Otherwise I'm going to fall behind here if he doesn't shield. Okay, great, he shields. So we're still even on shield. Okay, Linoone goes down, so now plan C is bring in Lanturn, and this will be painful for Lanturn because it's taking neutral damage and dealing not very effective damage. I do notice here that I can farm down, so maybe I'll try to farm down at this point. Maybe I should have shielded that. He's able to get off another charge move. I did not expect that. Good move on his part, so now I have to use my last shield. And now I had to commit to the plan, which is the farm down, and really just hoping for some luck. Altaria comes out. Okay, honestly, I forgot about Altaria, but conveniently I have a charge move saved up, so gonna use that here. So the farm down on Galvantula really paying off right now. And then, look who walks in. We are so lucky. We are prepared for this. So Lanturn deals some heavy damage. And now we are back on track in terms of damage. So Lanturn goes down, and Skarmory comes out. Honestly, I forgot I had Skarmory. It's hard to keep track at this point. And conveniently, I have a charge move, so that worked out. Oh, this will be close. Okay, yeah, that was really close. Probably one fast move. So to recap, in that game, Skarmory won the lead, and then the opponent switched into Galvantula. Linoone lost that counter switch fight. Lanturn had to come in, finish up Galvantula, and finish up Altaria, and then luckily there was an Azumarill at the end, and we were prepared for that. So plan A worked, and then we had to go to plan B because of the switch, and plan B failed, and then we were saved by plan C. Okay, here's game 2. So he's starting with Melmetal. Okay, so we have lost lead. Skarmory won't be able to do much here. Have to go to plan B. Bring in Linoone. So I'm scared that this might be a fighting move, so need to protect Linoone. This is not ideal. When Linoone has to come in and face a Pokemon that knows a fighting move, then you have to burn shields, sadly. So here I'm not going to use another shield. I just really don't want to be so behind on shields. Okay, so here's Dig. It's very important that he does not shield this. Okay, he shielded. So I don't know if I can get to another Dig now. I honestly don't know what to do. I panic and I shield. I think maybe I can get to Dig one more time, but that's unlikely. Yeah, I probably just should have let Linoone go down here. I see his health and I think maybe I can farm down. So I don't have any other plans right now, so let's try to do plan C, which is farm down. But he's able to get off another charge move. Okay, Lanturn can take another one. It's not ideal. And now I need to finish this farm down and store all this energy. But Melmetal gets off another charge move, and yeah, at this point, Plan C has failed. All hope is lost. So yeah, it's all downhill from here, so no need to finish this one. Okay, let's move on to game 3. Clefable. Great. So we have won this lead. Let's see what our opponent will do. Okay, he switches out into Raichu. Great, we have a plan for that. Let's bring out Linoone and try to land a dig. And at this point, I'm also realizing Linoone's fast move is a ghost type, so it happens to be strong on Raichu. So I decide I'll shield Linoone here because I want to protect this great matchup. And now I just try to farm down. Okay, at this point, Linoone has so much energy, I want to protect that. So I will farm down Raichu. Now I'm way ahead on energy, although I'm way behind on shields. So now I'll try to cash in the energy lead to burn a shield. Okay, so fighting is bad against Linoone, and I have no shields, so sadly I'm going to lose this energy lead. Oh man, I didn't expect to live, and then I thought I could pull it off, and didn't work. So yeah, now Lanturn has a big job to do here. Needs to take out this Medicham. Okay, Lanturn is pretty tanky, so can take these hits, and Lanturn hits really hard. So, hoping this lands. Okay, he blocks it, and really need to get to one more charge move here. Hopefully this power-up punch. Okay, great. So Lanturn should be able to get to Thunderbolt. Wow, okay, that was a lot closer than I thought. Great. Okay, so Medicham goes down, and now it's just the Clefable. So I have Skarmory for this, and at this point, my opponent should just quit, because we are going to wipe the floor with this Clefable. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. So to recap, we won the lead against Clefable, the opponent switched in Raichu, so we went for plan B and brought in Linoone, and it just so happened that Shadow Claw was super effective, so we got really ahead on energy, and then Medicham ended that energy lead for us, but Lanturn was able to come in, finish the Medicham, and Skarmory came back and finished off Clefable. Okay, moving on to game 4. Okay, Whiscash, great. So we have won the lead. Let's see what our opponent chooses to give up. He might give up some shields, or give up switch advantage, or he might give up Whiscash. No reason to shield this. And Skarmory will do neutral damage, and it packs a punch. Aerial Ace packs a punch. Okay. Again, no reason to shield. Maybe he's just gonna give up this Whiscash completely. And it gets surprisingly close. probably just one hit away. Okay, so now time to cash out this energy because I don't want to risk losing it. Okay, able to cash that in for a shield. Great. And now we move to plan B, which is bring in Linoone and use Dig. So I'm thinking if I don't shield this, maybe he will also be obligated to not shield, and then my Dig will land. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so it would be great if he did not shield this. Yes, perfect. Okay, great. See, this is why I love Linoone. They don't see it coming. At this point, I can use a shield. I want to protect Linoone. I want to gain switch advantage, and I want to possibly store up some energy here. But, you know, I pulled a trigger because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to finish off Registeel and waste all of this energy, so just decided to use it. And out comes our good friend Azumarill. So we are so prepared for Azumarill. It's not a coincidence that Linoone also knows an electric move. Oh, I forgot about that shield. Okay, that's fine. Here, I'm trying to get some hits in. Oh, looks like I had stored up energy. Lag. Lag. Okay, that's okay. So now, so Lanturn would be able to take an Ice Beam. Hopefully it's not Play Rough. It's Play Rough. Okay, that's okay. Lanturn will let me make that mistake. And I'm hoping this will KO, but I know Azumarill's tanky. So don't have high expectations. Okay, almost. And we can take... oh, I happen to have a shield, so why not use it? Nice. So to recap Game 4, Skarmory won the lead against Whiscash, and then it was able to get a charge move off on Registeel, which cost the opponent a shield. And then Linoone was able to come in, execute on Plan B, it used Dig successfully, and then out came Azumarill, and our team is just ready for Azumarill. So Plan C was an easy success. Okay, so this will be the last game in the set. Okay, Poliwrath. Great, so we have won this lead. Flying moves will do super effective damage. No need to shield this. Okay, so the opponent switches into Ampharos, and we go to Plan B, which is Linoone uses Dig. So, I don't know how much damage this will do, I'm just gonna see. Okay, Thunder Punch, okay. Glad I didn't shield that. So now Linoone needs to get to Dig, and okay, at this point I do need to shield because I really do need Linoone to get to Dig at least once and possibly twice, so I need to protect him here. Okay, so I'm really hoping that the opponent doesn't shield this. Okay, he shields, that's okay. Linoone just needs to get to another Dig. So yeah, I need to shield Linoone here because remember, it's mission critical that Linoone does not let any electric Pokemon face his teammates. So, okay, so the opponent switches into Ludicolo, and I just pull off a charge move. I don't have a plan at this point. And then I remember, oh, you know what? I still have Skarmory who will do super effective damage, so... And Skarmory just happens to have a move charged up, so that's convenient. Okay, he shields. I honestly forgot he had a shield. And, yeah. So, Skarmory has to tank whatever this is. Energy Ball. Okay, okay, not bad. And I realize at this point I can farm down, so now I try to cash in the energy lead, but Ampharos beats me to it. So yeah, I lose that really big energy lead, sadly. So I bring in Linoone to finish Ampharos, and Poliwrath. Okay, I should have remembered that was Poliwrath. I honestly am not keeping track at this point. So I try to pull off an electric move, but Poliwrath beats me to it, so, man, lose that energy. But Lanturn can come in and just finish the job here. No need to shield. Okay, we just need to pull off one Thunderbolt. Okay, there we go. I'm telling you, electric moves are very useful in Great League. It goes neutral or super effective on so many Pokemon types. I mentioned before that there's another Pokemon you can substitute into this team to make it even stronger, and that switch would be replacing Linoone with Spinda. Spinda can learn Dig, just like Linoone, so it's still possible to get the sneak attack. What makes Spinda better is that its fast move is a Psychic type, so just in case it ends up going against a fighting type, which it's weak against, it will also be able to do super effective damage. With Linoone, if it comes up against a Pokemon that knows a fighting move, it's at a disadvantage, so really not ideal for Linoone. So I hope you decide to give this team a try. It's pretty cheap to make, and it's pretty fun. The game plan is pretty consistent, as you saw, so I encourage you to give it a try. And let me know in the comments, how would your team perform against this team? If you want me to make more videos like this, you can let me know by giving this video a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.